is Townopolis. A thriving metropolis alive with the hum of capitalist success and bolstered by a population of thrifty, hard-working citizens. But where there is success in abundance, there also lies a criminal underbelly poised to seize the rewards of a hard day's work by nefarious means. Townopolis is such a place of goodness. Once again, the people of Townopolis have found themselves in the middle of an epic conflict and only one side can prevail. The greatest threat that Townopolis has ever seen is about to present itself, and the Valkyries have come to meet the challenge. Valkyries, away!
For meeting here tonight. You gentlemen know our lead technical consultant on this project, Dr. Hailee Baker. As the chief military advisor for the U.S. government, let me say how excited the president and I are about this test. Dr. Baker, if this system can do everything you say it can, then tonight will mark the dawning of a new age of international diplomacy.
Dr. Baker deserves a parade in her honor. But not for the top secret nature of this project. You understand, my dear?
Of course, Mr. Mayor. I don't need a parade. I'm happy I could help.
Help? Dr. Baker, you're an integral part of this project. We couldn't have completed it without you. How a smart and lovely girl like yourself hasn't landed herself a husband, I'll never understand.
I guess I just haven't met Mr. Right. If we could get back to the project.
Call me a dumb beat cop, but can somebody tell me what this doohickeys supposed to do?
The program that Dr. Baker developed allows world leaders to speak directly and securely to discuss international matters.
So, it's a phone?
Essentially, Chief, but Virgil is a phone that can't be tapped. In a world where information is power, secure lines of communication are vital.
Exactly. If world leaders could speak without fear of public scrutiny, imagine what could be accomplished. Allies can coordinate more efficiently, and adversaries can hopefully find common ground.
And as we all know, common ground is the most important aspect of politics. After money, of course.
But what sort of name is Virgil? Sounds more like a nearsighted proctologist.
It stands for Visually Initiated Recognition and Global Interfacing Linguisticator.
That's quite a mouthful.
It sure is.
And why in the name of Aunt Annie's granny panties would a bunch of foreign trust an American satellite with American programming?
Excellent question. When I was beta testing, I put out an invitation to hackers around the world to test my safeguards, with $1 million reward for anyone who could break through my security protocol. I am pleased to say that no one was successful.
Well, how many tried?
Over 1,000 from more than 24 countries, and one confused man who kept sending Virgil LinkedIn invitations.
I hate those things. Delete.
And where was the $1 million supposed to come from if someone succeeded?
I kind of figured I'd cross that bridge if I came to it. Anyway, let me show you what this puppy can do.
What in the name of Klaatu and Gord is that thing?
This is a synaptic amplifier. It's just a little something I whipped up to help me get inside of Virgil's brain, so to speak.
That thing lets you control Virgil with your mind.
Isn't it great? I call it the Brain Bowl. It's catchy, right?
You look like you're trying to contact the home world. The President of the United States can't wear a thing like that. He'd be a laughingstock.
Won't be necessary. Virgil functions perfectly well without the Brain Bowl. I'm just wearing it to make sure the initial test goes smoothly. The Brain Bowl may look silly, but it gets the job done.
Oh, and speaking of the job.
Oh, of course. Initializing uplink sequence.
Oliver? Yes, I will see what I can do. Has anyone seen Oliver Klokov?
I
Oliver Global. IP freely. IP freely. I don't know any IP freely. I am a leader. I am a leader. I do not answer these kind of calls. How do you answer? I do not understand. This is not easily available number. This is
operational.
Dr. Baker, is there something you can do about it?
Of course.
How do you expect people to get anything done with everyone talking over each other?
The program allows for one-on-one conversations or group meetings, and the universal linguistic interface I developed eliminates the need for a translator.
Good, because that sounded like a big ol' 3 turtles and a half dozen cats caught in a spin cycle.
Well, let me say I am impressed. I'm going to report our progress to the president.
Yes, quite impressive. Well done, young lady. Excuse me, sir. Don't suppose you could put in a good word for me with the president? I've got some big ideas for this great nation of ours.
Such as?
Well, we'd start with this wall.
We'll see. Unless this contraption's as secure as you say, it's about as useful as an eye patch on an iguana. And to be safe, putting this under lock and key. Wouldn't want it falling into the wrong hands.
Dun, dun, dun.
It'll work. This is the most advanced and protected communication system ever created, I promise. No, really. Oh, what do you know? Tech girl here. A bank robbery. First American bank. I'm on my way. I just had to reach out and touch someone. Huh? No, I'm not on a date.
Woo! Hey there, Captain Tight Pants.
My mistress, the initial test for Virgil was successful, but as we anticipated, I was unable to breach their security system. We need to execute Plan B. I shall continue my reconnaissance. The Valkyries shall soon be within your grasp. Bail out.
With all this cash, we can get better equipment and stop bombing schools.
Enough, Jenna! We gotta get off the streets before they show up. Let's move.
Tonight, we really made a name for ourselves in the underworld.
Instead of making names, you'll be making numbers. In the prison license plate factory.
Go!
Annazon, Anna Justice, last of the Womanazonian warriors. Super strength, iron will, impervious to sarcasm.
Is making license plates in prison still a thing? I think that ended when you were trapped in the double negative zone.
Really? I guess that doesn't not make sense.
Ninjenna, Gianna Tostados, ninja assassin, cat burglar, fashionista.
I think what Annazon means is that crime doesn't pay, and these guys will have a long time to think about it in prison.
Tech girl, she's here too.
Bad guys! In the end, does it matter if they make license plates? Do we want to know these men are benefiting society?
Serenity, Astrid Moon, empath, telepath, psychic healer, and personal friend of Bigfoot.
That reminds me, I owe that sassy old squatch a call. Hey! How come they all get bios and I don't?
Fine. Tech Girl, Dr. Kylie Baker, communicates with technology. The world's leading hacker and infojock. Owns a working sonic screwdriver that she won't stop going on and on about.
Because it's awesome!
Whatever.
Surrender, evil doers!
Never! We can't surrender to a bunch of doyles.
I'm too pretty for prison.
Hit me with your best shot, huh? Yeah, come on.
You asked for it. Taste justice, criminal!
You don't want to point that gun at me!
I don't want to point this gun at you.
You want to turn yourself into the police and rethink your life choices!
I want to turn myself into the police and rethink my life choices.
Oh, but first, you want to give me a neck massage.
But first, I want to give you the neck massage.
Serenity, can we borrow your new friend for a moment?
Yeah, of course. You want to sit with your friends and wait for the police.
I want to sit with my friends and wait for the police.
Oh, and you also want to warm up your hands before you give someone a neck massage.
I also want to warm up my hands before giving someone a neck massage.
Interesting piece of advice for a guy on his way to prison. Tech Girl, do you have any fancy gizmo to tie these guys up with?
Yes, this high-tech gadget I invented. I call it rope.
Well, there are some things I miss about being on the wrong side of the law. Oh well.
Well done, ladies. The police will be here any moment to take these hoodlums into custody. Valkyries! To the Valcopter!
I'm okay with the dramatic entrance catching the bad guys off guard, but the dramatic exit seems like showboating!
She's old school. That's how superheroes left places in the old days. It beats awkward party goodbyes. I hate when it takes half an hour to say goodbye to everyone while you're walking for the door. Huh?
Yeah.
At least I would, if I got invited to any parties. Tech Girl, are you coming? I'm just coming. I thought I heard something suspicious.
Behind you!
They're the ones. I know what I must do.
You see nothing?
Meanwhile, the evil psychic Mistress Nightshade sits in her lair, biding her time and hatching her sinister schemes.
What was that?
That's the narrator. Superhero cities always have a narrator.
It's a living.
Be gone!
Yes, my mistress.
Ah, Bill! Report on what you have seen tonight.
My mistress, everything has occurred as you have foreseen. The Valkyries were able to subdue the bank robbers with little difficulty.
Of course they did. Now, tell me something useful.
As you commanded, I have followed the Valkyries these many months and have studied their strengths and weaknesses. As a unit, they perform flawlessly, but individually, they can be defeated. The one you seek is among them, and she is unique. She has the qualities you require.
I knew it. You have done very well, man. Your mistress is pleased.
Thank you, mistress.
But there's more, isn't there? What have you kept from me? Is this an emotion I sense? Is it possible you have feelings for one of these women?
No, mistress! Lies, mistress! No, is it lie? No, is it lie?
Is what creature says true? Do you dare lie to me, Mel? Lie become you, my pet. You felt these emotions from me once, and now another has replaced me. Men are so predictable. Still, it is a pity since you have served me so well.
I live only to serve you, Mistress.
I live only to serve you, Mistress.
Nobody's talking to you.
Oh, really? Because it sounds like Mel is talking to us right now, doesn't it, dear? Yes, it does, lovely. Mighty Mel, do we? No, we don't.
Mel, your service to me is nearly finished. Children! Take him to the dungeon! And you'll stay there and think about your actions, mister.
I've done everything you've asked of me, Mistress.
I see into your mind, my pet. It is filled with shapeless thoughts, unworthy of my divine touch.
Slithering, slimy, skittering, shapeless thoughts!
You're right, Mistress. My thoughts no longer deserve your touch.
You wish to be free of me. You have been a loyal pet, so I will grant your wish. And death shall be your release!
Freedom is all that I desire. Find someone else to play good puppy bad, Mistress.
Don't just stand out after him, you fools!
Yes, Mistress.
How glorious, Mistress! What is that foul man done?
Get away from me! What has he done? He did exactly what I anticipated.
What? You knew Mel would betray us, Mistress?
Of course! I'm a psychic, you moron!
How foolish of me! Of course you know! You're the most psychic of all the...
Silence! At first, it was unclear, but the more I touched his mind, the more I saw the face of that woman lingering there. I thought it was mere infatuation, but then real emotions began to surface. And not the good emotions like disgust and mockery.
Is mockery an emotion, oh brilliant one?
I knew then he could no longer be trusted, but what could I do with him? Kill him easily? Make him forget her, of course. Diminish his mental capacities until he enjoyed something as ridiculous as throwing popcorn. It wouldn't have been easy, but possible. Then I thought, why not use him to my benefit?
Yes! Use him! Use him, my most glorious mistress! But, how will you use him?
Instead of me seeking out the Valkyries, I will let Male bring the Valkyries to me. And when he does, the Valkyries and all of Townopolis will be mine! Enough with the pain! Bring them to me, Male. Do this final service for your mistress. And watch the Valkyries kneel before me!
You can do better.
Meanwhile, back at the Hall of Valhalla, the Valkyries wait ever vigilant for evil to rear its ugly head once again.
Whoa, check it out! They're talking about us on the news!
This is Action News 4's senior field correspondent, Scoop Boardman, reporting to you live from the First American Bank of Townopolis, where a daring robbery was foiled. By all accounts, the robbers would have succeeded if not for the timely and heroic actions of the Valkyries, our very own team of fierce females focused on fighting felonious foes in Townopolis.
I hate that picture.
Why? I think it's a great shot.
I look super hot in it.
Sure, you look good, Jenna, but you look good in everything. I'm making a weird face. Instead of communing with the all-seeing great beyond, I look like I just smelled one of Annazon's boots. No offense.
Quiet, there's more.
In an Action News 4 exclusive, I have secured an interview with one of the alleged robbers. What is your name, sir?
My name is Vincent McGinty. Allegedly.
Yes, Mr. McGinty.
Allegedly?
Right. Could you please tell me what transpired tonight?
Allegedly, several masked individuals attempted to rob the banking establishment that you see behind me, and they would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for those meddling Valkyries. Allegedly.
Are you saying you had no involvement in tonight's alleged robbery?
My involvement in this alleged crime is tertiary at best. I'm the victim here, a victim of society's reproductive and fantastical need to persecute criminals, whose only crime is committing alleged crimes.
Fascinating. And where do you think the alleged perpetrators of this evening's events went wrong?
Well, Scoop, my first mistake was not finishing high school. Ever since that fateful decision to drop out on the first day of 9th grade, I've been nothing more than a lead prawn, carelessly cast into the winds of state. Also, an escape plan that did not use foot travel as a mode of exportation would have been administrative in the overall success of our plans. Our plans allegedly! Attica!
Superb! Once again, Townopolis owes a debt of gratitude to those leggy ladies of law enforcement, the Valkyries. For Action News 4, I'm Scoop Wordman saying good night, and may News 4 be with you always.
Amazing mustache.
Well, that just happened. It's a good day in my book. We stopped a crime and put 4 hoods behind bars.
I suppose, but doesn't it bother you how they report about us on the news?
What do you mean?
You know, all of that leggy ladies of law enforcement stuff. Why do they always have to highlight the fact that we're female superheroes instead of just superheroes?
Well, we are women. It's pretty obvious. Look at Anna.
It's true. I am a stunning representation of womanhood.
Yes, but you don't hear reports about the crime fighters quorum in Vilsburg ending in those phallic fighters for fair play and freedom because they're a bunch of super dudes.
True, but as my master once said, the words of others are simply wind. The wind may be broken, or simply past. It is up to you to decide.
So profound!
It's irritating. Do you remember when we fought the percolator trying to boil away the city's reservoir? The headline was, "Buxom babes of birthing age battle boiling buffoon baddie."
That was a bit
Tacky.
Yes.
And wordy.
Totally.
But don't let it get you down, Hailee. Their job is to make people watch the boob tube. Ours is to help stop bad guys and protect good guys. Who cares if they call you the hero dame, as long as you are the hero.
I guess you're right.
Good. Now, where were we?
I'm all in.
Really? With a pair of 10s? You do remember I'm psychic, don't you?
You know what? I quit!
She hates when you do that.
I had a pair of 3s. What else could I do? Oh, now you're just being silly.
Good morning, angels.
Rick Peeved! I told you once, I've told you 100 times we won't say it.
Not gonna happen!
It's not even morning.
Oh, come on, just one time?
You should really let it go.
If you know what's good for you.
Fine. Valkyries, we have a situation at the Baxter Building.
Baxter Building? What is it?
Oh, it's that big building downtown that kind of looks like a Chipotle burrito.
Yes, but that's not important right now. A man broke in 30 minutes ago and made his way to the top floor.
But that's where the primary controls are for the city's communication grid!
And the optic uplink for Virgil.
If that location is compromised, communications will be disrupted across the city. Police and fire response will be crippled. The entire city will be in danger.
There will be panic in the streets!
And we miss Game of Thrones!
Well, what? It finally came back and it's really good, guys.
sent my men. He single-handedly took out a dozen of my best operatives, in addition to the building security guards.
Great God, has he killed that many people?
He didn't kill any of them. He disabled them so they couldn't stop him.
Really? He's good.
Very. That's why I called you. This seems like a job for the Valkyries.
Excellent! I'm tired of fighting bank robbers and car thieves. Half the time they ask us for our autograph after we beat them up.
And the other half, they enjoyed the beating.
You know, one palooka told me that he was a naughty boy who needed to be spanked. I thought the bonnet and the diaper was just part of the villain shtick. I was wrong. Very wrong. Enough jabber-jawing. It seems that we finally have a worthy adversary. Let's not waste time. Valkyries! To the Valcopter!
Of course! To the Valcopter! We always use the Valcopter. I never get tired of seeing that thing. It's sweet!
Would it be so hard for them to give me a good morning, Rick? Just one time? So much to ask.
Be cautious. Our quarry is close. I can practically smell him.
Sorry.
Let's popcorn.
Rick hadn't told us he was here. I'd barely be able to tell. He hardly left a trace on his way up. Must have ninja training.
No trace aside from the 18 unconscious security guards and helm agents he left behind.
Yeah, but no tracks, broken locks, or tripped alarms. And he took out those knives without killing them. As my master once said, kill only when you must. For a dead enemy is lost, but a living enemy can still make margaritas. It'll be nice to face off against a real professional for a change.
Personally, I prefer my criminals to not be too bright.
Where's your sense of adventure?
Troubling. I don't sense anything substantial. Not a single clear thought or emotion. He can disrupt my psychic powers somehow.
Still excited to meet this guy?
More than ever. Mr. Bad Guy! Come out wherever you are. Who's a good bad guy? Who's a good bad guy? You are! Yes, you are!
He's a man, not a dog.
If you're making that distinction, clearly you need to date more.
I would come out for this whistling, maybe for a treat or a milk bone.
Oh, I'd give him a treat.
Milk bones are right, huh?
He's the bad guy, remember?
Hey, I'm not that bad. Once you get to know me. Do you want to get to know me?
Enough foolishness! Surrender peacefully or you'll be taking a first-class train to Fist City! Population, you!
If I'm on the train to Fist City, how can I be the population? Take your time.
You! Never mind. Surrender now to us!
Oh, what's the rush? We're just getting to know each other.
Yeah! I warned you! Defend yourself!
Temper, temper!
I told you he had skills!
I'll bite you!
Careful me. Who are you?
My name is Mail. I just came here to talk, but honestly, how often do you get to see how well you stack up against real superheroes? You're fantastic.
Talk? You broke into a secure building and pummeled 18 men.
Well, I had to get your attention somehow. You're not exactly in the phone book.
Were you trying to talk to them?
Technically, they attacked me.
Oh, he's got a point.
Listen, I wanted to speak to you privately, and this was the most secure location I could think of. The whole city's in grave danger, and you're the only ones who can stop it.
Why should we believe you?
Well, I did go to a lot of trouble to talk to you. Boy. Listen, we can't stay here long. Mistress Nightshade has eyes everywhere, and she already knows too much. Is there somewhere safer we can go?
There is. What?
I could have told you he was telling the truth.
I know. But he wanted to see how he stacks up. When he wakes up, he'll realize it was a bad idea to taunt of a Annazonian warrior.
Good point.
Watch the hands. Real leather.
Yes, my pet. Tell them your secrets. Bring them to me. The trap is set, and they have taken the bait. Soon, the Valkyries, Townopolis, and the world will be mine.
Morning, tight pants.
I'm in heaven.
We like to think so.
You're in the Hall of Valhalla.
Valhalla. I like it. Very Wagner-esque.
What's he talking about? We don't have a wagon.
He means the sharp composer who wrote Ride of the Valkyries. Where we get our name.
Oh! I don't listen to disco.
This is our home.
We brought you here after Annazon knocked you out.
You wanted to talk someplace safe. This location is secure, and it'll stay that way.
I still think you overreacted.
No, she's right. Can't be too careful.
You said something about Townopolis being in great danger.
Yes, Mistress Nightshade has plans to take over the entire city.
Who is Mistress Nightshade?
A powerful psychic with the ability to control minds. She intends to bend the mayor-in-chief of police to her will and force him to do her bidding.
Why them? Does she have a lot of parking tickets?
Once she has them, she will control the entire city.
The fiend!
Even if she succeeds, so what? If Townopolis falls, the president will call in the army. She can't control an entire army. Can she?
Her power is limited by proximity, but seizing control of the city is the first step in her plan. Once she has all of Townopolis, Mistress Nightshade intends to psychically bond herself to Virgil, using the brain bowl.
Oh no!
Oh yes! I knew you'd understand how dangerous the situation really is.
What am I missing? And what the heck is a brain bowl?
The brain bowl is the synaptic amplifier I developed to give me enhanced access to Virgil's integrated circuitry interface. This is worse than a citywide panic. Virgil was built to create a direct line of communication with leaders around the world.
How do you know all this?
I designed it. I worked on it for months. Seriously, do you guys ever listen to me?
We try to listen. It's hard not to tune out when you get all cyber talky.
Yeah, and why would Mistress Nightshade need a satellite?
Don't you see, if she's as powerful as Mail says, by combining these technologies, she can manipulate Virgil and gain control over heads of state and military commanders around the world. She could plunge the whole world into all-out warfare.
Or make every man, woman, and child bend a knee in obedience. It's kind of her thing.
If she controls Virgil, every world leader will become nothing more than a puppet on fiber optic strings.
Can't we just shut it down?
It's invulnerable. The shell is built from adamantium, and the program is protected from my abilities.
Okay, so why would you protect it from yourself?
I had to protect it from myself for the same reason that I had to protect it from all of you. Let's face it, people like us tend to go crazy or suddenly turn evil sometimes.
Ain't that the truth? I mean, good precaution. Better safe than sorry. Have I mentioned how lovely you ladies all look in your costumes?
know Mistress Nightshade's plans?
Because I helped her put them into action.
You worked for her?
Yes, I was compelled to. It's complicated. She used me as an advance scout to gather information on Virgil and on all of you.
On us?
Yes, my Nightshade knew that you would stand in her way. So she sent me to study you and learn all of your weaknesses.
To study us?
Yes, I'm ashamed to say that I watched. No, not that! I mean, in combat situations to study your fighting techniques. But once the time came for her plan to go into action, I couldn't go through with it.
If Mistress Nightshade is so powerful, how can you have a change of heart?
Over time, I was able to train myself to resist her influences to a degree. I also developed this.
What's that?
A neural inhibitor. It makes my thoughts appear fuzzy, for lack of a better word.
I see. With your thoughts indistinct, it's harder for Nightshade to control them.
Exactly.
I knew it! I knew you were cheating! That contraption is why I couldn't sense you on the roof! I knew it!
Yes, for a short period of time it gives me defenses against psychic perception, but I couldn't have hidden from you forever.
Well, of course not. There is no hiding from the all-seeing eye of the universe.
The same goes for all of you. Like I said, I've been watching you all in action, so I was able to fend you off. I'm no match for any of you in a fair fight.
Got that right, mister.
What about me?
You? Clearly I have no resistance from you.
Good evening, angels. Hey, who is that guy?
His name is Mail.
Mail? Like the post office?
M-A-L-E. My real name was taken from me to remind me that I'm only a man.
I'll remind him that he's a man.
Mail has some information on some dizzy dame who calls herself Mistress Nightshade. Do you have the skinny on her?
Mistress Nightshade. Let me see. All I ever get is a salary. We've got to keep the location a secret. Some Abercrombie model shows up with some street gossip. It's come in, sit down, and have a mimosa and a neck rub. I love mimosas. Get started on neck rubs. Here it is. Mistress Nightshade. Significant psychic powers. Able to control minds. Favorite movie is 5-0 Goes West? She stayed off the radar so far. No major incidents. Rumors here and there.
Wait. You knew all of that, and yet you haven't done anything to stop her?
Hey, Ryan Gosling. Or you were getting spray tanned or whatever? I've been heading up a secret government organization that keeps this country safe from internal, global, and galactic threats. Let me ask you something. You ever take down an extraterrestrial terrorist cell?
Well, no.
Then pipe down. Go buy some affliction t-shirts and let the big boys do their work. Now, where was I? Before.
You are filling us in on Mistress Nightshade.
Right. She hasn't made any big splashes yet. Just some minor scores. Bank jobs, jewelry heists, that sort of thing.
Well, Mail believes that she's stepping it up to the big time. She's making a move against the mayor and chief of police to take over Townopolis.
We may already be too late.
I'll send my men to the mayor and chief immediately.
You also need to put maximum security at the Baxter building.
The Baxter building? You don't mean?
Yes! Virgil is the final objective in her dastardly plan.
Dastardly? Who are you? Dudley Do-Right.
We'll head downtown to intercept this Mistress Nightshade. Commander Peeved, mobilize every agent at your disposal.
I'm on it. Peeved off.
I'll stay and run a global search for more information on Mistress Nightshade. Plus, I want to get a better look at Mail's device.
Yeah, you do.
I mean, anything I can do to help. What's wrong with you people?
That's a good idea. A neural inhibitor may come in handy. And we'll need all the help that we can get. Join us in the city as soon as you can. Valkyries!
say that I'm watching you, know that my powers see into the darkest parts of your soul and your darkest secrets. I see it too. You watch your step, mister! You can come on! Take it easy with the helicopter already, sheep!
Excuse me, Mr. Mayor. Chief Wooden is here to see you.
Very good. Send him in. Thank you for coming so quickly. Bill.
Where's the fire, Mayor? On the phone you sounded as jittery as a goldfish without training wheels.
There is no fire. There is someone here to meet you.
Meet me. Mayor, I don't know if you're aware, but something strange is going on in Townopolis tonight. I'm as busy as a left-handed panda in a butt-scratching contest. I don't have time for some cockamamie meet and greet with a campaign donor.
I'm sure that you're a busy man, but I know you can make some time for little me.
I suppose I could spare a minute for a pretty lady like you.
Wonderful! I do love a man in uniform, all brass buttons and nightsticks.
Well, I'm here to protect and serve, Miss.
You may call me Mistress Nightshade, and serve you shall! The Ranger!
What in the wide world of sports is that? Looks like a baboon had sweet consenting relations with a stuttering bullfrog.
Preacher has feelings too.
Don't listen to the mean man. That was unkind, Chief. You will have to be punished.
Who the hell do you think you are?
I am your mistress, and you shall obey.
Yes, Mistress, I shall obey.
Excellent! The only thing better than a man in uniform is an army of them at your command. Now, my puppies, let me tell you the role you will play in my grand design for Townopolis.
You choose the frequency of the inhibitor to align with your theta wave signature in order to create a psychic disruption. That's brilliant! How did you come up with that?
I got the idea from you.
From me?
Remember when you were battling Dr. Destructo last month and you linked to his power suit to sync the modulation of his death hammers?
Yes.
Well, I was watching you from the rafters, and I couldn't help but notice that once the pulses align, the dust around you settled like a smoke screen. I thought if she can do that with ion hammers, I can do something similar with theta waves.
That's so sweet. Creepy and stalkery. But sweet. This is remarkable work. The intuitive nature of the circuitry, the simplicity of the design, it really is.
Beautiful.
Yes, it's an excellent machine.
What you do is amazing.
It's nothing compared to the others. I'm just good with machines. What about you? What's your superpower?
Me? Nope. I don't have a superpower. I'm more of a jack of all trades.
Jack, huh? It suits you.
Better than male, anyway.
Oh, sounds nice. If you say it.
I was just checking out Mail's device.
Device, huh? Well, then I'm sorry to interrupt.
The neural inhibitor, she means.
Yes, the inhibitor. We think it might be a useful tool.
Yeah, tool.
Right. Right, so to the mayor and the chief. Half of the police force is causing havoc throughout the city, while the other half is trying to put out fines. Literally, in some cases.
Oh, no.
I have my men on the streets, but I'm afraid they would succumb to Nightshade's psychic powers.
Most certainly would. Commander Peeved, deploy your men around the city perimeter. If we fail, they'll be our...
Yeah, we?
I helped make this mess. I need to help fix it.
The Valkyries are en route to intercept Mistress Nightshade at the corner of Lois Lane and Peter Parkway. My men will keep their distance. Peeved off.
There's no time. Take the Valmobile.
Valmobile? Where do they get these wonderful toys? This is Scoop Wordman, reporting to you live from the utter chaos that is downtown Townopolis. I'm hearing reports of theft, abuse, and the wanton destruction of property around the city. And that's just the police. With no police force, is there anyone who can help? Is there anyone left to save us? Is there anyone?
We are not citizens! The Valkyries are here!
I got one more.
To save the day.
Is there anyone who can snatch the precious gem of our fair city from the gaping maws of utter destruction? Oh, look who's here. It's Annazon, leader of the Valkyries.
As I said before, fear not, citizens. The Valkyries are here to protect you.
Thank heavens, the Valkyries are here. But are they strong enough to act as the brick house against the big bad wolf of anarchy?
We'll try our best.
I, for one, feel as safe as a suckling babe held snugly in the protective arms of Lady Liberty.
I'm not a mother. What was the question?
Annazon! I got word from Peeved. The others are... Am I on TV?
You're on Action News 4 with senior field correspondent. And as everyone
This is your able-bodied, dynamic, and extremely photogenic local superhero, Ninjenna, coming to you from scenic downtown Townopolis. I'm here to tell you, sweeties, that there are some dangerous doings out of the streets tonight. So you should cozy up and settle in for the night, while Annazon, I, and the rest of the Valkyries handle this little mess. Okay?
Family show.
No, you be good, Townopolis, but not too good. And that's the way it is!
Okay, thank you, Annazon and Jenna, for that insightful report.
You're welcome.
We'll bring you more information as the story unfolds, but for now, I'm Scoop Wordman saying good night and good luck seeing another tomorrow.
Aww.
Well, I think that went pretty well.
We'll be hosting the Oscars before you know it. Anyway, I came to tell you. I went to the mayor's office, but his secretary said he had already left with the chief of police, a strange woman, and a half-shaped baboon. Anyway, Tech Girl and Mail are on their way. Peeved has his people in the streets, but we're basically on our own. And Serenity is up on the roof trying to pick up on something.
She can do that?
It's a cerebral trick she learned from her ex-professor.
I tried. But with so much raw fear flooding the city, I can't make out individual thoughts. There's an odd sense of disconnection in the minds I touched. Sorry, Chuck.
There's no need to apologize, sister. You made a noble effort.
I agree. It was an impressive effort. You're quite the gifted youngster. I can feel your mind reaching from blocks away. Personally, I find that kind of activity to be so taxing. Don't you?
No!
Temper! Don't worry about your friend, she'll be just fine. The poor thing is worn out. Besides, you wouldn't want to unleash all of that fury on the poor chief and mayor, would you?
Yeah. It would disturb me greatly to harm fine public servants, but to stop your evil schemes, I would do it.
Interesting! My pets wouldn't disturb you greatly to harm this woman if I wished it.
No, Mistress. We are yours to command.
It would disturb us least to harm her most, my mistress.
That's nice, creature. You see, it is a simple thing to control simple minds. It might be fun forcing you to pummel them, but since they are still of use to me, I must think of something else to do with them.
What have you done to me?
Admiring the view. And I must say, I'm impressed. Do you work out?
Well, Amazonian warriors don't work out. We were born like this.
With women like you, who needs men? Great job! Great job!
Yes, I'm doing one.
The time has come. Take the boys and get the rainbow for me.
Oh, mistress, this creature take them.
Yes, now go.
Yes, mistress. When mistress isn't here, creature is in charge. I'll take creature.
Yes, Mistress.
Are you surrounded by idiots? Now, what to do with you? I've never had a toy like you before, and I must put that fine physique to use. I've got it! Wonderful! You're certainly light on your feet. Let's enjoy some more of that. How wonderful! So graceful! So athletic! So fit! I feel like a kid in a candy store! I can't decide which is my favorite flavor!
Enough, Nightshade! Set them free now!
Oh, there she is! I've been waiting for you, my dear. And what interesting company you're keeping! How are you, my handsome pet?
I'm yours no longer, Mistress. Oh, just Nightshade.
How quickly they forget! 1 minute you're their whole world! The next, nothing but garbage on the street! Not long ago, he looked at me the way he looks at you.
Oh no, don't!
Is that true? Real ladies don't kiss and tell, but between us girls, I can tell you he looks as good in a leather thong as a French maid's outfit.
I had no choice! It was her birthday!
I remember when I thought he was something special, but now look at him. Just another man, all worn out.
Don't take another step!
I know what you're thinking! Literally! At the second joke! We both know you So why don't you put the gun down and come with me peacefully? There's a girl. Soon the final piece will be in place. Tonight, I'm called the Townopolis! Tomorrow, the way!
Meanwhile, back at the Hall of Valhalla, defeated and dejected from their encounter with Mistress Nightshade, the Valkyries plan their next move. How can they hope to overcome such a devastating loss? Have the Mighty Valkyries finally met their match?
Enough! We got it!
Fine, be that way.
Narrator guy is right. What are we going to do?
I don't know.
Valkyries, are you all right?
No, we're not all right. Nightshade took Hailee and treated us like her toys.
Can we please not use the word toys? It makes me feel dirty.
Yeah. I'm sorry about Tector. I hate to admit it, but Mail was right to have me keep my men back. If I'd sent them in Nightshade head on, they wouldn't have stood a chance.
Yes,
Mail knows Nightshade very well. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I think so, Jenna. Where did you find a French maid's costume in your size?
Or, where does Nightshade have planned for Hailee?
I'm not sure. Mistress Nightshade said Hailee was the key. I couldn't hack Virgil, but now that the uplink is functional, maybe Mistress Nightshade needs Hailee to operate the system?
You said Nightshade's power was limited by proximity. As advanced as Virgil is, it's not the same as being in the same room with someone.
The brain bowl! With Hailee there to modify the brain bowl and it to amplify Nightshade's psychic powers, she'll be unstoppable!
That's why she sent that Party Royal-looking guy to get the brain bowl!
She needs all the pieces together at Virgil. I say we intercept her at the Baxter building and put an end to this.
Agreed! Have your men ready! We'll need all the help that we can get.
I'll look for an opening. Good luck, Valkyries! Peeved off!
Now, can you get us into the Baxter building to put an end to her nefarious schemes?
Nefarious schemes? Seriously? Are you just messing with me?
Not now, Jenna, okay? Can you do it or not?
Yes, but we need to hurry. Nightshade will start trying to break Hailee down immediately.
Hailee's tougher than she looks. She'll be okay. Won't she?
The more she resists, the more damage Nightshade will do breaking her.
What kind of damage?
For me, Creature used to be Nightshade's favorite, so she broke him over and over, wearing down his sense of self until he became the subhuman sycophant you saw tonight.
Oh no!
Oh yes, it's like they're married.
All the more reason to go now.
Right. As my master once said, sparing the hands of a friend today assures more hands to carry boxes on moving day.
It won't be easy. Nightshade will be expecting us.
And that's a risk that we'll have to take. Serenity, we need to use your power to hold Nightshade at bay. Are you up for it?
I don't know. Nightshade is psychically stronger than I am. Oh, but for Hailee, I'll give it my best.
That's the spirit! Valkyries! To the helicopter! You know what? That was actually kind of fun.
I know, right?
Is Scoop Woodman, reporting to you live from downtown Townopolis, where the city's favorite daughters, the Valkyries, were defeated in battle earlier this evening by a woman calling herself Mistress Nightshade. The Valkyries were unable to stop this villain, and strangest of all, Tech Girl, the Valkyries' very own cyber siren and Geek Weekly's Nerd Squee Woman of the Year, was taken captive. Of the battle itself, all I can say is that it was brief, brutal, bizarre, and kind of hot. It is unclear how this strange series of events will conclude, but what is clear to this reporter is that I could use a cigarette. And I venture to guess I'm not the only one who feels that way. Right, Jimmy?
Right.
On a personal note, I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome our new Supreme Ruler and remind her that Action News 4 has been flexible on crime since 1972. Look who's here! It's the Mayor! Mr. Mayor, what can you tell me about the apparent catastrophe going on all around us? Are we in fact screwed? Nonsense! This is mass hysteria! Right. People are as loopy as mosquitoes on a walnut farm. With the defeat of the Valkyries earlier this evening, isn't the entire city in danger? Where do you get your information? From the most trusted source in me. It's about time somebody took those so-called Valkyries down a peg. Yeah, those girls were getting too big for their britches.
sticking their noses into books of worms where they don't belong.
Aww.
They're not real police, you know. Just a bunch of gals in tight clothes running around the streets at night. Where I come from, we have a name for girls like that. Heroes! My gentlemanly upbringing prevents me from saying, but it starts with a P and ends in prostitute.
What about the supervillain, Mistress Nightshade's nefarious plan for Townopolis?
What? My mistress is no villain. She is sweet and kind, and yes, she does get angry and hurt creatures sometimes, but it's only when creatures naughty. Or when she's bored. Or when Nail is naughty. Or when she's sad. Or yes, well, a creature does hate that pretty man.
And who is Creature?
We are.
Stupendous! And what do you have there, Creature?
Oh, this? This is precious. And it belongs to my mistress. It is the link, the final piece to the puzzle. Don't you tell him that. Mistress wouldn't like it. Right. He tricked us. He's Trixie. Go away, Trixie Newsman.
Trixie Newsman is that hack over at Channel 11.
We must go. Get off the street before I take you in for loitering.
Well, there you have it. Confusion and misinformation abound. Supervillains infiltrating the highest levels of government and a city on the verge of destruction. For action, for news, I'm Scoop Woodman saying, help us, Valkyries. You're our only hope.
I'm a guest, then you won't mind if I leave.
Only good time, my dear. I wanted the chance to speak to you alone.
It doesn't matter what you say or what you do to me, you will not succeed. The Valkyries will stop you.
Your friends will come for you, but they cannot hope to stand against me.
What do you need me for? Why did you take me?
Oh, poor child. Of course you don't know your own worth. When they treat you like a secretary instead of one of the most powerful women on the planet. You take the messages, do the research, file the information, you even fix the copier.
That only happened once. We all work to our strengths. The same way when the Val cycle had a flat, Annazon lifted it up and Ninjenna put on the spare. When that homeless guy kept tinkling in our doorway, Serenity convinced him to move a couple of blocks.
Just between us, did they get you something nice for Administrative Assistance Day?
They remembered I like lilies.
Oh.
Enough! What do you want from me?
I only want to be your friend.
Friends don't keep friends chained up.
That depends on the friend.
If you want to be my friend, set me free. If you do, things will go much easier for you.
It's sweet of you to be concerned about me, but that's the problem with you hero types. You concern yourself with small matters. You want to help little good guys and stop little bad guys. You try to save individuals, while I want to save the entire world.
By conquering it?
Of course. We're not very different, you and I. We both know that the problem with the world is the people's inability to communicate. They're always bickering and dealing with bruised egos. You tried to fix that problem with Virgil, but I want to go straight to the source of the problem. Free will!
Free will? You want to enslave all of the people on Earth?
Enslave is such a harsh word! I prefer to think of it as creating purposeful lives with the elimination of choice. That is a better ring, don't you think?
You can't strip away people's ability to think for themselves.
Of course I can. Has a two-party political system taught you nothing? I'm only trying to make their lives grander. Without free will, there is no posturing or petty power plays. Without free will, the people of the world can truly come together and accomplish tremendous things. Without free will, we can finally live in peace.
And you would rule the world.
Every ship needs a captain. I've been thinking about a title for my new position as world ruler. Queen and Empress seem a bit small for the job, don't you think? So, I've been playing around with a few ideas. What do you think of Illuminatrix? Isn't it marvelous?
You're insane.
You're only saying that because you're chained to a chair and I'm laying out my plans for global domination. You need to get past that.
I'll never help you.
It's always so cute when they think they have a choice.
If you're so powerful, what do you need me for?
All I need from you is a tiny bit of help working that machine of yours.
You want to rule the world, but you can't use a computer?
What can I say? We can't all be computer girls.
I feel better knowing that a future global tyrant still has an AOL account.
Well, she had
If you can read
mail.
my mind, you should know that I designed Virgil to be hack-proof, even from me.
Poor Hailee! You know the biggest problem is you don't know what you're capable of. I think we should do something about that. Oh, creature!
Mistress, we have done as you commanded.
Excellent! The psychic amplifier. With this and your help, Virgil and I can truly become one. You have done very well, my pet. Who's a good creature?
Really good creature.
Yes, you are! Yes, you are! Why don't you make some coffee? I have a feeling this is going to be a long night.
Whoa! Right away, my caffeinatedness.
Now, I would tell you if you don't resist, it'll hurt less. But honestly, I like it when they resist. It's so much more satisfying. Let's see if we can open your mind to its own potential.
Later that night, our heroes stealthily penetrate the Baxter building, hoping their presence will go unnoticed. Sorry.
Virgil is this way.
Keep a sharp eye.
Oh, there she is. Yeah. Wait! Something's wrong. This is too easy.
I agree. I can sense Kylie's mind, but there's something else here too.
Let's just get her and get out.
Right. Hailee, wake up!
Annazon, break the chains!
Stand back.
The Valkyries are here, so glad you could make it.
Mail, get Tech Girl, get out of here. End this before anybody else gets hurt, Nightshade. Surrender!
Me? Surrender? Aren't you the optimist?
Valkyries, battle formation, Delta.
As amusing as I'm being, I don't have the time. As for you, I am curious about your abilities, but first, you might want to check on your friend.
Tech Girl! No! Tech Girl is no more. I am Cyberstar.
Your faces were priceless! You were like, and you were like, no! You were
dearest one.
Excellent! Kneel beside me, my loyal creature. While Cyberstar makes the final preparations, let's enjoy a bit of entertainment. There's nothing like unwinding after a long day of subjugation.
Why did you kick you so hard?
It's not that bad.
Ma'am, I have an idea. Open your mind to me.
Open my mind to you? What do you mean by... Oh, yeah, that could work.
Boring! Let's see what else is on. No, that's more like it.
This is degrading!
Madeleine, go right! It is mine to give you the freedom that I want.
Not so fast, Nightshade. We have a score to settle.
Well, look who's decided to join the party. You don't mind if I tidy up a bit, do you? Now, where were we?
So, it's a psychic duel then. Begin.
You see now that I am the strongest. I have been chosen to rule this world. Even now I can feel your attention divided. You are strong, but you lack the focus to attain great power.
Hailee, you have the viper. The world needs you. I need you.
Sorry.
My good girl! My marvelous, wonderful girl! How fitting that the woman who replaced me should give Male the end he deserves! The time has come for me to take my rightful place as Illuminatrix, ruler of Earth! Cyberstar, begin the uplink process.
Yes, Mistress.
Yes! I can feel their minds. Their soft little minds are mine to command. Now that the Valkyries have been defeated, there is no one left to stand in my way.
Not all of the Valkyries have been defeated.
What? Cyberstar, how can this be?
The name is Tech Girl.
Woo!
Thanks for helping me realize my potential.
Let me out of here! I will escape! I will have my revenge!
I think we've had just about enough of that.
How did you break free of Nightshade's power?
There must have been some kiss in the boy.
Oh, no, it was Serenity's doing. While Serenity was battling Nightshade, Serenity weakened the bonds, Nightshade held over Hailee.
Plus, when Male kissed her, he slipped the neural inhibitor behind Kylie's ear.
Between the inhibitor and Serenity's influence, Nightshade didn't notice that I was no longer under her control. Although the kiss didn't hurt.
I'm sorry I shot you. I didn't make it look convincing.
No, thanks for setting it on stun.
Valkyries assemble! I see you ladies have everything under control.
Thanks to Serenity
Stand
and
down.
Male.
Call me Jack.
Jack.
Oh, I like it when you say it.
Once Nightshade was neutralized, everyone under her power was released. I trust she won't be bothering us anymore.
Her consciousness is trapped inside Virgil, and I severed all links to the outside. She won't have access to anybody's mind. And I predict she'll spend a long time wishing that she was a little bit more of a computer girl after all.
And we can rebuild the city.
With everyone free and my men to help, this city will be back in shape in no time. This is where you cheer. In the meantime, take her down to the Zeppelin sub and lock her down tight. Yes, sir.
Looks like our work here is done.
Ha! For now. But should darkness creep forward to blot out the light of justice, we will be there as a beacon of hope shining through the clouds. For we are the Valkyries! And there is just one thing left to say. You know what? Serenity, will you do the honors?
Really? Go on. You've earned it.
Valkyries, to the Valcopter! To the
Hey, Rick! We're headed back to Valhalla. You want to join?
I could use a ride if it's not too much trouble.
Come on.
Wow! I've never seen an invisible helicopter before!
Mistress! Creature, I'm here, and Creature will never abandon you.